Mind if I start it out?
Go for it.
All right. Hey, Internet, I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business, episode 288. We're here today back in the search for the great American Riesling. Yes, I know it's West Coast again. Sorry about that. But these are 3 Oregon wines that neither one of us have ever had before. So excited to check them out. Spontaneous guest today. Matt was visiting other Matt that lives here to pick up some cats. You can hear them in the background. You've seen them on the show. Asked him if he wanted to sit down and taste some wine. He said yes. What's the best wine you remember drinking? Do you have memory of that, or what do you like?
You know, the best wine I ever had, I'm pretty excited about tonight because you're doing a Rieslings.
Yeah.
Riesling, I love a sweet wine. The
Awesome.
best
Which one are we starting?
Right here.
All right.
The best wine I've ever had this Riesling, and let's just be honest, I don't know anything about wines. But I know when I like a wine.
That's where it is. That's where it starts.
King Estates. King
Oh,
Estates
cool.
Riesling, favorite wine, hands down.
Nice.
Or the Fireside wine from McMenamins was also good for me.
I haven't had either of those recently, so some new tips for those of you who are interested in checking them out. Oregon recommendations as well. We're starting out with a wine, Weinbau Paetra. Looks like a German name, made in Oregon. This one's from notice we have 2 here. One of my favorite retailers, Mike Plunkett out at Renaissance Wines. I showed up one day to pick some other stuff up, and he's like, "You got to check this stuff out." And he's asked me a couple of times, "Did you try the Paetra yet?" And the distributor that brought it to him, Doug Culver from C&G, shout out. Both of you guys are awesome. Same thing. He's like, "I love this stuff. You got to check it out." Dude from Minnesota, fell in love with wine, moved to Germany, studied wine.
Serious.
Yeah, in Neustadt, moved to Oregon to work with Riesling, and these are his wines. So great story. I bet we'd have a lot to talk about.
So people legitimately move to Oregon to do wine?
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest places in the country. That's what got me into it.
Seriously?
I was shocked to find that too. Yeah.
So wait a minute. Like Oregon is like a legitimate wine growing place?
Yes.
Like great.
Yeah, I think the best Pinot Noirs in the United States come from here.
Easily.
Actually, the best.
I would call it the best wine growing region in America.
Okay,
So,
I
in
might be
Oregon.
the fish in water
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I had no idea we were a legit wine growing.
Yeah,
country.
I had that same experience before I was into wine. Someone was like, this is an awesome wine region. I'm like, I had no idea. I'll have to check it out. And
Maybe I need to go wine tasting more.
who knows? Maybe you'll have your own blog in a few
You
years.
should. You were on the edge of one of the best strips of land as far as growing Pinot Noir in all of the world.
Yeah, this is the
Love
Thanksgiving
Oregon.
show too. So go out over Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you guys went out this weekend.
All right, so let's check out this Riesling.
Yeah, wine number 1, 2014, right? 2014.
That does smell good.
Eola-Amity Hills. Oh,
I don't know if this
four
smells good.
for the first match. All right.
You know if it smells good to you.
Yeah.
You
It
have to be
smells,
honest.
no, it smells dry. Is that?
It does,
is that-
yeah.
Okay, so that was accurate. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not just full of it.
Yeah, it's not like a bunch of crazy like peaches or sweet fruit going on in those.
Smells like Oregon.
Little like frozen streams, little apples.
Maybe
That's
like a
surprisingly-
sort of like apple lemon snow cone or something like that.
That
Yeah.
hits my tongue super moist, but then turns dry right away, like crispy dry.
Is this Eola-Amity?
Yeah. Did you just blind that?
Yeah, is it?
Ah, yeah, totally.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
Eola-Amity.
How'd you know
Nicholas Vineyard, I think.
It smells.
Oh, no, that's the other
exactly
one.
like Eola-Amity.
Maybe
What
you
about
should
it?
be sitting here.
What about it
It's
smell?
that dirty seawater thing.
Huh. I get that on some wines. I'm not.
I don't know how I'd feel if someone described my product. That tastes like dirty seawater.
Dirty.
I know what you're talking about.
Dirt in
Yeah.
the ocean air.
Yeah.
It's a combination of those two.
Sure, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Alright, so I grew up in a southeast town in Alaska, so I know what sea air
Mm-hmm.
smells like.
I get a lot of really nice.
I don't smell it.
I get a lot of really nice golden apples on the palate here. Kind of like little with the peel, but they're definitely dry, just barely ripe. Little Asian pear maybe.
Yeah.
And real delicate like herbal like sage flavors and pineapple running out on the finish, but it dries out pretty fully on the sides.
Apples and stone fruit, like really young peaches. But I really like the acid with this, like the fruit acid combination, like how it, like it's a dry wine,
Yeah.
but has a very very gentle feel to the way it finishes. Like you would
It
normally,
does.
we were talking about like you prefer sweeter wines before.
Yeah.
Like I really like the way those finish, like that sugar sort of like lends like helps smooth out the finish. This doesn't have any of that, but it's still very smooth. It's very very almost elegant in the finish. It's really nice.
Right.
This is really delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like dry wines, This is surprisingly tasty to me.
Yeah, because some of
Awesome.
them can be like pretty bitter or harsh,
Yep.
and I'm just
Edgy.
getting the faintest edge of that. Like, it's really well integrated. The texture's good. I usually like
Solid.
my dry wines aged a little more. And I feel like I would enjoy this more after another year or so. But it's in a good spot now, and for somebody new to the game, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, killing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a novice.
Yeah.
I got 2 questions for you.
All right.
So, I have heard when you're tasting liquid, you're supposed to slurp it to splash it around. Is that true with wine as well? To get the...
You can.
Yeah. Some people like
Depends
to
on the
do it.
person. I do it.
It's embarrassing.
I totally slurp my wines. Like I don't do it a lot. Like I do like just a short, just to kind of get it in the back of the throat and aerate those glands. Because
Yeah.
you can. I mean, it does make a difference, at least for me.
And I
think
do it-
it's different for person to person.
I'll do it when the wines are kind of harsh, like more with reds that are tough and young. I'll do that to air it out, but less than most. But yeah.
Okay,
this
so
is
that's a
delicious.
great lead in to my next question. You said the word
It's a
young.
great wine.
I don't... It's good for all the novices out there like me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why does a wine taste better as it ages, but yet if it ages too much,
Oh,
goes
and,
bad.
and they don't all taste better as they age either. That's just kind of the
Correct.
marketing mystique behind it, right? You get a lot of money from something. Gotta pound that.
Okay.
Empty that glass.
This
Oh,
is,
that's
this
a
is
new
the
wine.
rinses.
Yeah.
So you guys don't mix.
So only some of them get better as they age, and some people will tell you that they do as a marketing thing. Other people tell you they do because they're right and they know what they're talking about. It's a big mix, and we still don't know all the time whether they do or not.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Wine number 2.
So this is just a rinse. Just go ahead and put it back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a rinse. So just
Yeah, just put it
Nice
down.
shot.
It's a good rinse.
all
That's,
right.
that's probably the best
To
organization
the
I've ever had.
novices, this is how I drink wine.
It's up there for me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've never.
Oh, we
tasted-
didn't score the last wine. It's 91 to 92 points. for me.
Whoa,
Like, it
there we
is-
go. Nice.
It is one of the better American Rieslings I've ever had. Just the concentration, the texture, the mouthfeel, the acid, everything is wonderful and balanced. Very compelling flavors, a little bit complex. It's wonderful. Yeah.
88 for me, just barely, for whatever reason. I think part of it's the age, but I wasn't as wrapped up in it. I like how it was put together. I think it's well done, but you're clearly experiencing another level of
I
excitement.
think it's fantastic.
93, 94.
Holy
That's
smokes.
the
No,
best-
yeah, there we
That's
go.
the best Oregon Riesling I've ever, or best non-German Riesling I've ever had.
Are we talking about
Nice.
this one?
Like,
Talk
it's
about
so-
this one.
that's
That
the
one.
thing.
Okay.
It's
All right.
so-
I was-
Yeah.
It's so quintessential Oregon, and that's what's awesome about it. Like a lot of the Oregon Rieslings try to emulate other, like the most,
Sure,
for example.
yeah.
This is like taking everything that's amazing about Oregon and then also grouping it into the Riesling. I've never had anything like it before.
All right. So
Damn.
Matt, original Matt. We're gonna
Yeah.
call him
Yeah.
original Matt. The faceless Matt over there. I'm Matt too. You said quintessential Oregon. Please define for me and the novices out there. What is a quintessential Oregon wine?
It's the smell. Like the fact that I knew it was the Eola-Amity immediately, like that smells like Oregon to me. It's that dirty thing, and then with that little bit
The
of
dirty
seawater.
seawater.
Yeah,
It tastes like Oregon,
it tastes like Oregon too.
as
It
opposed to
tastes
tasting
like
Oregon
Oregon.
wine tasting like German wine.
There you go. So think
Yeah.
about that. Go out over the next couple
I think
months,
we just-
drink some more Oregon
Think-
Riesling.
think
You'll
of
do
this
Tastes
that.
like Oregon.
Think of it this way, like you know how
Someone's
like,
gonna steal that tagline.
Oh,
This
yeah,
tastes
sorry.
like
It's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
stolen, yeah.
So you know how like when you hear like a American person doing a British accent, but you know that they're not actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It's
sound like a
British.
southern hick when I
Right.
do
Yeah.
British.
Whereas if you hear someone with a British accent that's authentic, you know it's
That's
actually
legit.
them. That's the thing is like with some of the Oregon Rieslings, they're trying to do a German accent, but they're not actually.
Or
German.
Alsatian or something. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people speak to
Yeah.
So
other
be
places.
true to yourself.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Oregon
This is very
needs to
true.
grow Oregon wine.
So here we go. Another Oregon wine from one of the
awesome.
classic Riesling vineyards in Oregon. This is from James Rahn. This is the 2014 Hyland Vineyard Riesling out of McMinnville. Hyland's got some of the state's old vines. I'm not sure quite how old. James Rahn's got a history of Riesling. He's a sommelier. I feel guilty that we haven't done more of his wines in the show, but he's got a great reputation.
Haven't we done this wine on the show? Was
We
it a different vintage?
a different vintage we have, but he's made more. He makes from a couple different vineyards. Don't know much about it. Kind of a cool bottle, cool art.
like
so I'm-
cheap
That is
Cherokees.
a great road trip.
yeah, I'm happy we're able to get this on the show. Yeah,
What vintage?
14. Yeah.
These are all 14 wines.
Really?
so this one was. These are pretty new released, and I know that's been out for a couple
It's
months.
oxidized.
Yeah, a little bit oxidized.
He thinks
What
it's
is this
corked.
I'm smelling?
It's not corked.
Then it's not corked.
It's like a baked apple, right? Oxidized, so it's like the fruits, or like when you make it into applesauce, you get a little bit of
Yeah.
oxidized fruit.
Okay.
It
This
nice.
taste, when I originally tasted the cleanser,
Yeah.
it tasted like a light apple juice to me.
Yeah, that's a common thing with Riesling.
Breakfast wine.
With good ones anyway. Good,
Yeah.
A
or some
breakfast. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. There's breakfast wine.
Well,
This is amazing. Breakfast wines for breakfast.
there are wines for breakfast in my household. Yes. and wines like this fit the bill, where they sort of provide more just straightforward sort of apple juicy flavor. Sort of almost tastes like applesauce, sort of smells like applesauce. It has a place, I think, at any table, but particularly for me, like, it's great with breakfast. Stuff like this, or sparkling wine, right?
I could drink this for breakfast.
yeah, I'm definitely getting that oxidized fruit on the nose. It's not gone too far, but
No.
more than I'd expect from younger wine. Definitely getting into that like baked apple, maybe a little bit of grilled peach going on. Yeah, pretty straightforward on the nose, but aside from that, but nice.
I really wish I knew what I could describe what I'm smelling.
Sorry.
Well, I think you sort of nailed it with the apple juice. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it sort of reminds me of that too. Really, just sort of like apple,
Man, yeah.
applesauce. Really, just straightforward applesauce. Some pear, maybe some Asian pear as well, but definitely not towards like the stone. There's none of the stone fruitiness we got like on the last one. So.
And the apple juice comparison, I'm really liking because it's got the feel of it too. It's got a little bit of weight from that sweetness, a little bit of the acidity on the back end, kind of like green apple acidity. It's
Green apple.
Works well.
Yeah,
Is
like
it?
Granny Smith. Yeah.
Okay, so not my favorite wine. I like a sweeter wine.
sure.
It's light. It's not super sweet, but it's not tart.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not too bitter. Yeah.
So
Acidity.
I also like red wines. If I like this kind of Riesling, where it's not too sweet, what kind of red wine would I
Well, Pinot Noir is the Oregon red
Yeah.
wine.
like? Okay.
So get into that.
I
Yeah.
would say, get some 2014 Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
Start there.
You can get
Okay.
some good ones.
So can you classify people, like, if I like this kind of wine, I'd probably like a Pinot, or if I like a sweet wine, I might like a Merlot or a Cab, or...
No.
In very broad strokes,
Everyone's got-
that's true, but yeah, everyone's kind of got their own. And I think there are good examples of almost everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So each wine kind of stands on its own feet.
What's
Yeah.
really important is that you love exploring new stuff and are excited to learn about new wines and what's out there, and it'll just keep giving back to you forever.
There's been a few grapes that I really didn't like, but it kind of keeps me coming back to find ones. And what I've typically found is there's always an example of any grape varietal that you'll probably appreciate. It's just
Yeah.
finding the producer that makes that one in that style. So, anyway, this is more like an 88, 87 point wine for me. Really straightforward flavors here, but really delicious. The juicy texture and feel, and just that characteristic is wonderful. It's really fun to drink.
I'm going to go with 8.8 on this too. Honestly, to me, the oxidation detracts from it a little bit, but texturally,
Agreed.
it's in a great spot. The flavor is still really enjoyable, and I think this is pretty approachable too. I think this you have to be a little more open to the dry wines. I think to wrap your head, or I could see this maybe isn't quite as crowd friendly.
You liked it?
I guess that's true.
It was dry, but it
there
was
are
sweet.
exceptions, yeah.
Matt liked it.
I did.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
not allowed
that
to.
too.
I'm not allowed to score the wines.
Yeah.
I'm the newbie.
Well,
But
well.
the thing I like about this wine,
Mhm.
I could casually drink a lot of it.
Nice.
Agreed.
Whereas like a sweet Riesling, one glass, I'm
Yep.
like, all right.
Yeah,
it was
it
good,
gets
but
kind of
then
heavy.
This, I could probably kill the bottle
And I think
and be
the
okay.
I could easily kill that bottle.
it's 40 grams per liter residual sugar. I think technically this has more sugar than the other ones we're tasting
All
tonight.
right,
But
little rinse.
Keep on for a second.
Yeah.
so go ahead and pound your rinse, and
Pounding my rinse.
we'll do the pour for wine number 3.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
So this is the
Wow.
Weinbau Paetra. Again, this is the Nicholas Vineyard
Right.
Riesling from
That
2014.
aftertaste.
Anam Cara is known for making a solid Nicholas Riesling.
More of
So I was surprised to see this on another label. I didn't know other people use that fruit, but
We're
here
gonna
it
kill
is.
all these bottles on video, right?
If you're hanging out.
Yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
Okay.
This wine is okay.
Paetra, explain this name to me and why they chose a square symbol.
I couldn't help you out with that. Maybe if the producer sees that, he might throw that in the comments.
So, yes, please respond to our blog and explain your name
What's
and
that
your
mean?
square symbol.
Winery.
I'm curious. Because I feel like anyone who names their wine Paetra or the square symbol probably is telling you something about the wine. Just a guess.
Probably
It's gotta-
reason.
yeah, it's
that's the
gotta
name
have
of his wine.
something.
That's the
It's
name of his
absolutely,
winery.
yeah.
But he can tell us. Yeah, tell us straight.
The nose on this is fantastic.
What am I smelling? Dan, hit me. What am I smelling here? It smells...
Like stones, right? You
Smells
got
good.
a frozen stream that's just thawing out. You got the water running over the stones.
This is the A too, right?
Man, you're good
You
at
got
this.
young apples. Nicholas, it's further north. Channel.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of floral going on there too, right? A little bit of light white or yellow.
You just
flowers.
explained Utopia.
There we go.
Like, water flowing over stones, a floral bank,
Pineapple.
some sort of German name.
Yeah.
It's like...
The pineapple and stone fruity notes also stick out to me. Like there's definitely like a small hint of peachiness to this, and the pineapple flavors sort of stick out as well on the nose. But there's apples
Wow.
and yeah. This wine tastes awesome. That's the only way to describe it.
That is a full,
Fascinating.
rich wine, I feel like. I mean, I've had richer,
Now this has got some
but
sugar,
this
right?
is good.
It's got to have a little bit in there.
So
13% alcohol though, so not much.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just full body. I mean, the alcohol is probably providing some body there, but no burn. So for 13%,
Right.
there's no sense of heat to it, right? None of that sharp, boozy
No,
character.
that is sweet and
Yeah.
smooth going down.
Jesus.
But this is a glass I could probably maybe have 1.5.
Okay. A little more. Why is that?
And it's just so sweet, and there's only so much sugar you can take, at least me. Whereas this middle wine, the James Rahn,
I think by the math, there's more sugar in this one. So that's an interesting remark.
That's
What you perceive is not. That's why tasting by the numbers can mess you up a little bit sometimes, because I think that's a common thing. You
Interesting.
experience differently than what the
But
chart says.
pound for pound, I enjoy my sips of this far more than I've enjoyed either of those other two. But wait, Paetra and Paetra, these are from the same...
Yeah, same producer.
Ooh.
Keep your
Well,
eye
so
open.
right.
Just different places.
Yeah,
Amity Hills, okay.
The
so
only
this-
difference in those is just the difference in fruit.
Matt, you got anything to say about Matt off camera, Matt?
Really fucking good. Sorry, I was just looking at Paetra.
Got a brief off the
Okay,
camera.
the official statement from the Faceless Matt.
Yeah.
This is really fucking good.
Paetra is the Latin word for rock.
Smart.
Huh?
Which is
There we go.
basically what makes up the soil in which the wine comes from.
Smart.
And therefore, they're taking more of a minimalistic approach to let the terroir speak for itself rather than,
Man.
influencing it. Which is probably why it's so quintessential Oregon in tasting and smelling.
It's got great mineral notes.
Big time.
Yeah, this has got. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you got it. You're doing all right.
It's a crazy wine. This is a crazy wine.
These are the best Rieslings I've ever had from Oregon.
This,
I would say these are up. Yeah, these are up there.
the stones are super strong. Like that mineral core is really there, and it's like the fruit's kind of stuck to the sides of it, like you smashed up an apple. Got a little pineapple in there. Maybe
Yeah.
with the core, there's just a little bitter edge. Maybe like
A
that
little bit.
center of a pineapple.
Right,
or
I
something
got a
like
little
that.
bit of a sweet, but yet a little sour taste.
Yeah.
Am I right in that, or is that just
Yeah,
totally
Absolutely. Like it almost reminds me of like with the edge of a lime or something like that. Like when you're getting towards the pit or the pith or what's it called?
pith, yeah.
The pith. Yeah, it's got that. That provides like sort of the tart edge on the finish. That said, the flavors. I mean, there's a wide range of bouquet. There's a wide range of flavors on the palate. The acid and everything is super integrated. Strong sense of minerality. Very complex wine. Wow.
Yeah.
One of the better Oregon wines I've had.
Yeah, this is
I'm really surprised at the alcohol level on this.
Yeah.
Maybe the alcohol level is providing a little bit of the weight and
Definitely.
almost faking me out that this is
quickly
a
are we
sweet
getting
wine.
drunk here?
13%.
Like how much sugar does this actually have? It might not have that much.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
can't
think
have much. I don't
The
think.
way the finish is, like after the finish ends, I mean not abruptly.
Yeah.
But when it's over, it's over. It's not like there's still sugar in my cheeks, right? And that's what's kind of
Definitely.
making me think like it's not that much, doesn't have that much RS. But
What's the other one? 12?
yeah, 12.5, and then 10. So Matt, part of the reason that you probably thought this was so just you could kill a bottle, 10% alcohol as well, as opposed to these, which are a bit more.
The more I'm tasting this, the more impressed I am.
Yeah.
You have these little sips, and the flavors really, it tastes like he must have been a dry wine fan in Germany, because these do remind me of just like good young dry wines where there's all this complexity kind of floating on the palate. I'll say as it gets into the finish, that bitterness starts to rise up and maybe chips away a little at the experience for me. Mm-hmm. But both of them make me really want to see what happens to these over time, because they remind me, again, of young dry wines from really respected producers, and I feel like they've got ageability.
The other thing I don't think he doesn't sulfide them, I don't think. It doesn't taste like it. Because typically for 2014...
Contains sulfides.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it says label. It says on the label.
So, because typically like 2014s, you get that hit of sulfite on the nose sometimes, where it's almost a little burning. I don't get that.
Well, maybe it's moderate then. Maybe it's not too much.
Yeah,
very light.
Small amount, yeah. Yeah, this, when you said that, this reminds me of like Grand Cru Alsatian Riesling I've had in the past, where it's in warmer years, where it's kind of just a little more powerful, right? And like between these two wines, this wine is the one that is got a lot more intensity of flavor, a lot more power, and a huge aroma change. Like this is, the aroma's jumping out of the glass practically, whereas you kind of had to search for it in the first wine.
But you got to be willing to think about them too. I think if you're not willing to sit and kind of really think about what you're tasting, you're going to miss some stuff.
On this one, I sort of feel this about the first Riesling the same as I did about the second Riesling. Like I could kill that bottle tonight, no problem.
Really?
Oh yeah. I thought it was
wonderful. I could not kill that bottle in the red. I just poured another glass, and it's sweet. So this one's really sweet to me. I like it.
Okay. Of the three, which one do you think this was the sweetest?
That to me, that was the sweetest.
Okay.
But
cool.
this one over here had the most flavor.
Yeah, it's super.
But this one,
crazy.
I could drink all day long.
Awesome, right? So something noteworthy about all three. I think for the last one, I'm going to go 88 points again. Boring as far as score goes, but that's not what's important
today.
That's not what's important. We've got good things to say about all of them.
I think this is a wonderful wine, and I'm really excited to try more in the future and actually buy some of these. This is like a 90 plus, somewhere in there. I liked the first one just because I thought it was super balanced and just had no faults, really. I mean, this is a wonderful Riesling. I should honestly score that one a little bit higher. Like I sort of agree with Matt.
Why not?
It's like a 92, 93.
There we go.
I am blown away by the first one.
Yeah.
The second one is just complex, interesting, has a lot of good characteristics, and you know, and some edginess. There's some faults there, or just some stuff that makes me think a little less of it. But still, just absolutely wonderful. I can see why your friends were like, try those wines.
Really knowledgeable guys, and so I'm like, I'll take your advice and try them.
Did you find the great? You didn't find the Great American Riesling. I did.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we're getting it. This is noteworthy stuff. Matt, out of the two, which off camera, Matt, out of the two, which one was your favorite?
First one for sure.
First one.
I think this is the third one's amazing. Also, right? I would put
it 90 points. I put 90 points.
Yeah, I'd say 91, 92.
Yeah.
Like maybe 91 plus.
There we go.
93, 94 for the first one, because that one is just like, again, it's so quintessential Oregon. Like I've never tasted a Riesling that tastes so Oregon as not trying to be something like Germany. And don't get me wrong, like I love the other Rieslings. The Brooks Rieslings are phenomenal. Like all of the other Riesling makers out there, great. This though, it takes it to another level.
This is part of the fun. It's finding the wines from different places.
If you were to get a bottle of any of these free to drink tomorrow night, which one would you take?
I'm gonna take the Amity Hills.
Nice.
Hands down. And the Amity Hills had the sweetness, it had everything I wanted to, and one glass, I'm super satisfied at the end of the night.
And a shout out to one friend who you'd love to invite to drink this with you, not any of us.
My wife, she loves Rieslings. I'm usually a red wine drinker, but I have a taste for Rieslings, and my wife is a Riesling woman.
Nice.
Something I enjoy drinking with her, so.
It's a good thing to share.
Awesome.
One shout out before we do the question of the day. Yarky, another comment on YouTube. This guy's been following us since the very beginning, way back there with John Moser on Facebook.
Yeah.
When I saw your comment, I'm like, man, you're still there. That's so awesome. Thank you. I hope you're still enjoying the shows because I'm pumped that you're still watching.
Yeah. Thank you for still watching.
Yeah. All right, so Peter Hildering, thanks for the awesome comment on YouTube, giving our friend off-camera Matt some ideas of where to taste from next time he's in Amsterdam. We look forward to more great comments from all of you fans. Thank you on camera, Matt, for joining us. This was a good
Thank
time.
you off
Thanks
camera,
for having me.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Yeah.
Learned a lot.
Yeah. Check Paetra out. Check James Rahn out.
Yep. Good stuff.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Kill the bottle.